What's up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Happy Sunday as the San Antonio Spurs face the Minnesota Timberwolves. We'll be doing a live play-by-play reaction scoreboard chat for tonight's game. And man, I hope the Spurs play well because I'm being straight with you guys. I am exhausted going into this game, but made the promise I do every game, and I certainly I'm here. No load management for TSR, and oh my gosh, it's going to be a long week for us as Spurs fans, for the team, for content creators that go live. Spurs are playing 5 times this week. They play every night this week except for Tuesday and Thursday. Who is making these NBA schedules? Why are they playing 5 times this week? Good grief. Brian, good evening to you. J Money, what's going on? Area 51. Yes, 5 games. DK was traded to DK. DK. Be more specific. I'm really tired, J Money. DK, I got nothing over the top of my head right now. Mountain Connect, got nothing. Ready for a better Ghost for Go and Temples, the DK, Devontae Adams to the Rams. Okay. What's up, Steven? Oh, DK Metcalf. Okay. I'm thinking DK as in what does DK stand for? So no abbreviations tonight. I don't have brain capacity to do it. But thankfully I have people to help me out tonight. Selena's back in the house. Baby Yoda, Lil Mikey, and Headband Grogu. Of course, it is March Madness here at TSR Sports. Every time the Spurs win, we'll do a giveaway after the game via live trivia. However, they're 0 for 1 right now. I looked at the schedule. I feel like there's quite a few games we can win. This wasn't necessarily one of them, but you never know. We got the Pelicans coming up twice. They're bad. Although they are playing a little Donkey Kong. Yeah, Brian, that's where my mind was at. When I see initials, the first thing I'm trying to think of, what name goes there. I'm like DK. The first thing that popped in my mind is like who's a player that nobody wants that starts with the letter D, Daniel Jones, but that's not DK. Good evening, Hector Jimenez. Thanks for stopping in. Seahawks go on rebuild if they trade Geno. Yeah, I saw that. Wait, they're going for rebuild. Yes, I saw Geno Smith to the Raiders. Oh wow. All right. The Pelicans did get us. What's up, T-Gun? Thank you for stopping in. I don't know if you guys saw this weekend. We have the same amount of wins now as the Chicago Bulls. They have, I think, 3 more losses, but the win column were the same. And it was also announced this weekend. Looks like Darren Fox might get surgery on March 17th. That's kind of up in the air. I would have done a video on it, but I was busy all day Saturday, and then today I was like, I need a day off. I'll get back to probably regular Spurs content throughout the week this coming week. But I was like, what are all the games coming? I just need a little break this weekend. But working on a new video for second channel. Went to an amazing comic show yesterday, and our comic treasure hunt might be the better word for it in Massachusetts. And from speaking to the people that went, yeah, your boy TSR may have actually pulled the best books, if you will. Actually, Miss TSR pulled the books. So I'm doing a video on that. Hopefully, we'll have that up on the second channel Thursday. I shot some of it today. I'll shoot the rest of it somewhere in the weekend. Yeah, maybe Thursday we're shooting for. Rick, what's going on? Checking in with you. Dan will never finally have a Spurs game tonight, so we'll be watching it tonight on there, but I'll be coming back for your halftime breakdown. So good. And hopefully, you'll be coming back at the end, Ricky, for a win breakdown. I know you guys, some of you are like, hey, sir, why are you rooting for us to win? Lottery position. I will always root for us to win. I'll just root for other teams right now to win more, better, contesting the lottery. Like, or a team like Atlanta to lose more. Like Atlanta, lose the rest of your games, please. Without DJ, DeJounte Murray's out for the year. That's the DJ you're talking about. And Zion's always out. No, Damon, I don't think we're making the play-in at this point. We're not a ton of games behind, but just the way we're playing, and we don't have Wemby, and Fox's game gets shut down before the end of the year, I gotta assume. So no, I don't think we'll make it. But hopefully they're competitive, no matter what. What's going on, Roy? Thank you for stopping in. It's been a busy month here too. It's going to be a very busy week with the Spurs. I can't root for. Yeah, exactly. Root for other teams to just the bad teams to win more. There you go. What if we decide to just win every game from now on? Now AJ Brown, I'm thinking CJ McCollum. Oh, you put DJ in, J Money, or did I read that wrong? Without CJ. Okay, I am tired. I did warn you guys at the start. CJ McCollum. So AJ, with your comment there, you're making me think of Major League. There's only one thing left to do. Win the whole thing. Spurs aren't winning the whole fudging thing. There's no, they're not. Well, yeah, I want them to stay competitive no matter what happens the rest of the year. I don't want to see blowouts. We've seen our team get blown out way too often. Especially the last few years, but really the 5 years and now 6 years that we've been on YouTube, that I've been on YouTube with you guys covering the Spurs. It's been a rough stretch. Just be competitive, and I want to continue to see growth from our young players. Kelman has played much better off the bench. Keep that going. Can Devasel put three good games together for the life of Spurs Nation? Like you have one huge game, and the next game you disappear again. Can you put together a streak of good games to let us know that this contract isn't a total albatross this year? Can you do that? Of course, the growth and emergence of Stefan Castle, I'm excited about. Sure, he's had some issues as a rookie, but lately he's been our best offensive player. And I'm excited to see when he goes into the starting line because it's going to happen at some point. It's not going to happen, I think, the way I thought it would. I thought eventually the Spurs would put Paul to the bench and then Castle would start over Chris Paul. But all signs point to Darren Fox is going to get shut down, and then Castle will be back in the starting lineup with CP3. 0.2% chance for the play-in. Oh, wow, is that our percentage chance? Is 0.2? Yup, yup. They're saying March 17th, but I think probably the middle of this month. But who knows? I could get up tomorrow and he might say I'm done for the year. I'm done for the season. I'm done for the year. Yeah, free agency has been wild. I mean, when the Giants make a big move, I'll cover it. We signed a punter and Tommy DeVito. Not really anything I want to make a video for as of yet. We're good. Stingray. The Mavericks are done for the rest of the year. I would agree. Is Anthony Davis officially shut down for the year, or is that still being rumored? Because if he's shut down, they're done. I mean, it's crazy to trade, and we've talked about it on the channel, me and you and the rest of the people here. You trade your best player away to improve what you say is improve the team, which I disagree with, but it is what it is. And then just the wheels fall off with injuries, and they're done. We got a shot if SGA goes down and Jokic. Oh, geez, yeah, that's a lot of ifs. If Jokic decides to move back to Europe and Tatum and Derek White, okay, Brian, I see what you're doing there. I like the optimism. I like the optimism, but that's not a lot. We don't know if we're gonna get a quarterback. That is a darn good question. That is the worst feeling, isn't it? It's got one of the worst feelings as a football fan is you don't even know who your quarterback is, and you're not even sure you're gonna be able to get one in the draft. Warren and Sanders could possibly go before the Giants pick. So I really don't know. I hope it's not like an Aaron. There's the Aaron Rodgers rumors. No, too old. The Giants are in a full-on rebuild. It makes zero sense. Good evening, Crypto Keeper. Thank you for stopping in. Hola, Biscuit Buddy. Thank you for stopping in. Well, there was no giveaway Cowboy X Factor because the Spurs didn't win. That's part of the March Madness TSR Sports is the Spurs have to win. They did not win Friday. Got Castle receiving points, and as so I saw Rob a stat in 3 games this year. Stefan Castle has 5 points against the Timberwolves. He's averaging under 2 points a game. So he is due for a huge game. I was shocked when I read that today. It was on Pounding the Rock or Air Alamo. There was a little blip about a guard play, and they mentioned Castle has been playing well. And he really can only go up from here. 5 points in 3 games. The last time they played the Timberwolves, he only played 7.5 minutes. I believe that's the game he had like 3 turnovers and 3 fouls in under 10 minutes, and Mitch didn't play him at all. This is not a team he's played well against, so I'm hoping he has a breakout sort of game. Game should start, I would say probably it's 8:09. Any gosh, hopefully the next couple minutes. Gabriel, what's going on? Oh yeah, the Mavs are. Yep. They're 100% done. It kills. What's up? LeBron is out 1 to 2 weeks with a groin injury. Get groin. Get groin. Groin injury. Get groin. Anybody? Anybody? There's a, there's a TV reference there. Wemby is not playing tonight. Wemby is shut down for the year. Vassell, Barnes, Biombo, Fox, and Paul for the Spurs. Same lineup as always. Acting head coach Mitch Johnson. For the Wolves, Rudy Gobert is good to go. He was questionable. He's good to go. Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, Anthony Edwards, and Mike Conley. Wow. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. And it's been for ASAP. DC. I know you're joking, but you guys realize the Spurs have to win for the giveaway. I think people seem to be missing that. The Spurs have to win. The Spurs did not win. Therefore, hence ergo, no giveaway. I mean, if you don't want to be part of the giveaway, I can hide you every time I do the live trivia. There was a link there if you didn't see it. Hey, good evening. I'm hoping that we do at least 5 giveaways this month. The schedule has some light opposition. The problem is we would be considered light opposition at this point as well. Players are on the court, and away we go. There you go, BC. You're not the only one. Somebody's like, I'm like, we didn't win. Do we get to win this time? Sir, do we get to win this time? This time it's all up to you. Hey, Timberwolves are on the board. Jaden McDaniels gets in the paint, throws it up off the glass, and it's good. We do play the Mavericks soon. That's right. Singer X Factor. We do. We got a couple Wolves fans in the chat. Thank you for being here, guys. So yes, the Spurs play the Mavericks pretty soon. I did see a 2-game series against them. Those are both winnable games. So with the giveaways, just to let you guys know, the Spurs have to win. I'm just trolling you guys back a little bit. The Spurs do have to win. If they win, there's a turnover by the Spurs. After the game, we'll do a live trivia. First person to answer right in the live chat wins a prize of your choice. I mean, that's the best thing to do. Out of the 5 that we put up on the chat, by the way, not 5 of your choice, period. TSR get me a Lamborghini. No, nothing like that. Wemby plushing, Baby Yodi plushing, the Spurs team set from this year. Wemby Bobble, Wemby Funko Pop, and the George Gervin Funko Pop, which I need to get one of those George Gervin ones. I kind of like that pop. Anyway, it's 4-0. You sell from the free throw line short. Steven, let's go Spurs, indeed. Mick, I've already gone on record. We are calling that game on the channel. We're going to hate watch the Atlanta Hawks. That's a missed shot by Julius Randle. The Hawks are going to make the plan, no doubt. All right, so they're going to be in the plan. I don't want to say they're going to make the plan. They'll be in the plan. Darren Fox are 3 no good. We'll go live for that game that night and be rooting hard against Atlanta to lose, because if they lose, I think they have one more playing game, and if they lose that, oh boy. Anthony Edwards for 3. If they lose both, then they're eliminated, and then they're a lottery team, which is the goal for all Giants fans. I wonder how much less playing time catch a piece. That's a good question, Derek. Nice, Red. Biombo with the ball, out to Vassell, over to CP3. Back to Fox for 3 from the corner. Spurs finally got on the board. Brandon Lee's ready for another loss. Brandon Lee, loved you in the Crow. Gabriel, Ant with another shot, no good. Offensive rebound goes to Julius Randle. If you guys are new here or you're Wolves fans, the Spurs are a terrible rebounding team. The Timberwolves will probably get a lot of offensive rebounds tonight, especially with their size. And that's an easy bucket in the paint for Jaden McDaniels. 9-3, 9:11 to go in the first quarter. Fox with the ball into the paint. Off balance, gets his shot blocked by Rudy Gobert, but he is fouled, and it looks like he's going to go to the line for 2. Giants should not get Aaron Rodgers. It makes 0 sense. Rodgers is like 41. I'm totally against it. It eliminates if the Hawks make the playoffs and they are not a lottery team. They immediately get bounced out of the lottery. So that's why we're going to hate watch the Atlanta Hawks. First free throw is good by Darren Fox. If they make the playoffs, it is not a lottery pick. If they get knocked out of the play-in, which they're going to be part of the play-in tournament, then they're a lottery team. So those games are extremely important. Fox makes the second one. 9-5. Hey. Good question, AJ. Good question. Aaron Rodgers, Brandon, regular season, fantastic. But for as good as he is to only win 1 Super Bowl, a little shocking. He's only been there once. Mike Conley's fouled. Looks like he's going to line for 2. Nick, actually, Rodgers probably should retire at this point, yes. After his injury last year, yes, he came back this year, this season, showed he could still play, but he's not the same guy he was 10 years ago. They did Jax. These Seahawks are blowing things up. Russell Wilson? No, not at this point. Bringing in an aging vet makes zero sense. Unless you're bringing him as a two. It's not a tutor. It's not no free throws coming up for Timberwolves. I thought they were. Unless they're looking for like a temporary band-aid. Gobert with a huge dunk on Biombo. Bring in somebody's like a mentor for a year or two if we draft the quarterback. That team is such a disaster. They are such a disaster. Gobert averaging 11 points and about 10 and a half boards this year, shooting 65% from the field. Take that 65% with a grain of salt. It's all in the paint. He's not out there shooting threes or mid-range jumpers. Barnes for three. Harrison Barnes for the year, I believe, is shooting around 42% from three. He's been our one sniper. Everybody else is under 40%. Mama was over 40% for quite a long portion of the year, but I'm pretty sure he's dropped under 40. Julius Randle for three, former Knick. 14-8. By the way, Charles Bassey's out tonight. Shocker. That dude just can't stay healthy. It's frustrating. CP3 from the free throw line short. It is Timberwolves ball. They are up 14-8 with 8 minutes to go. Timberwolves coming with a 25-18 record in the Western Conference. The Spurs, no, we have 26 wins. I forgot how many losses. Is it 26-35? And now a foul on the Spurs. Yeah, Brandon. Yes. Rodgers in the playoffs. He's going to get into the Hall of Fame, no doubt. And his regular season statistics and low interception percentage are phenomenal. But it feels like he just didn't accomplish a ton, all things considered. I mean, he accomplished a ton in the regular season, but the playoffs are just not a lot there. Gobert in the paint again. By the way, if you did not hit the thumbs up, I forgot to start us off with a thumbs up. Please do so. Fast, refund, nutritious, and delicious. Darren Fox takes a bucket, and it is the way to support the channel. Pop, where you at? It's a miss for the Timberwolves. Biombo with the board. They get up to Barnes for three. No good. Rudy Gobert with the rebound for the Timberwolves. 7:11 to go, 16-10. Wow, thank you, David Lee. I like Eli. Oh, we didn't have a baby coyote boot for good luck. I think that was Randall with the missed three. Darren Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. Under 7 minutes to go. Fox step back three. Off the rim, no good. Another rebound for Rudy Gobert. Gobert probably going to have 15 to 20 rebounds tonight. Should have a very, very easy time rebounding against us. Ant with the ball in three-point lane takes off. Pick up his dribble and pass it out to Conley around the world. McDaniels. Swish. And that's a timeout by Mitch Johnson. Spurs down 18-10. Juan, what's going on? Marble, thank you for stopping in. I'm surprised Aaron Rodgers still playing. Yeah, he's not. LeBron's playing at a better level than Aaron, I would say at this point. Oh, LeBron just hurt. He hurt himself flopping last night. I kid you not. There was a bad flop last night. It's like, dude, don't why? You have all the tools. You have the size. You have the talent. Why do you? Why? Castle is playing tonight, but he's not playing yet. Juan Greco, what's going up? I might say hi to some of you twice tonight. I'm really tired. I would not be doing this game probably tonight if I hadn't promised you guys that I would try to do every game live. I am really out of it. It was a very long weekend. I was like, nope, gotta be here. And we're gonna be here 5 times this week. We play tonight, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Miss TSR, I think, is gonna be here for the last 3 games of the week, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I think the most she's been on the channel in a while. We urgently the second unit to come on the order. Our second unit's been playing well. Yep, yep. They hadn't been, but I mean, Castle's obviously been playing very well. Kellen has been playing better. Champagne's been little up and down lately, but he can certainly catch fire. And then who's the other person bringing? Wow, I'm drawing a blank. Champagne, Kelvin. Oh, Sohan. Sohan's been a hit or miss too. I try Area 51. February, what's going on? Yeah, Bobby, we got a game. We got a game every night this week except for Tuesday and Thursday. Damon, after tonight, we have 20 games. And this week is knocking out 5 of the 21. If you include tonight, there's 21. So this week's going to knock out a big chunk of the schedule. Moving forward, the plan for the channel, for anybody that's interested, is we'll still do Spurs content when there's Spurs news. Obviously, that'll drop a lot in the summer. I am working on a documentary right now. I would finish it Friday, which means if you guys remember I did the Brandon Jennings documentary and then a documentary on Anthony Bennett. The first one took 2 months. The second one took 5 weeks. This one would have been done in 2 weeks, but the Spurs are playing so much this week, I'm just not going to have time. So it will be done next week. The script's written. I've got a lot of my highlights. I will shoot the video this week. I'll get and start putting it together this week and finish it next week to have it up Friday. So that'll be down to 3 weeks. So if these done in 2 to 3 weeks, I'm pretty happy, and I'm really excited about the one that I'm doing right now. I don't want to spoil it yet, but I'm liking where it's going. David, thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's been a while. It's been a fun ride being with you guys throughout the last 6 years. Being able to talk to you guys about the highs and lows, getting the first overall pick and drafting Wemby, drafting Castle. There's been some good times. A lot of those big trades where DeJounte Murray is like Mr. Fleece right now, where we traded him and got so much from him from the Hawks, and the Hawks traded him, and the Hawks got a lot from the Pelicans. Like wherever he's traded now, he's certainly the lesser of the team getting him is not making out for the better, but the losing's been really tough, and you guys have made it a lot easier to stomach all these losses. Sohan misses in the paint, gets the ball back, throws it back up, and gets the bucket. Jeremy Simmons checked in for Biombo. Do I see Castle on the floor? Stephon Castle's checked in as well. Castle with a foul and one on Ant. Castle struggled with fouls in his last game. He's fouled out in 26 minutes. No pineapple for Stephon Castle tonight. And if those of you that did not hear earlier, Castle really struggles against the Timberwolves. I was shocked when I read today on Air Alamo or Pounding the Rock. Castle has played 3 games against the Wolves this year and has scored a total of 5 points. That is under 2 points a game. I'm like thinking tonight's got to be the night he breaks out, right? Now a quick foul on Mini as CP3 is bringing him up the court. Dante DiVincenzo with the foul. Fonswine, uh, no, I'm in the same boat. Well, it's not. I'm gonna back that up a little bit. It's not the fact Chris Paul is starting. It's the fact that Chris Paul is starting with De'Aaron Fox. Barnes was three, no good. That gives us a really small backcourt, and we don't need 2 point guards in the starting lineup. And then you have Devin Sell, small forward, who's too small for small forward. Well, Devin would have blocked it. I will say Devin's last couple games, his defense has gotten better. So I'll give credit there. Castle with the ball right now. Crossover, pull up J, pull up fadeaway. No good. Marmalade, yes, he does. Chris DeJounte has not been the same since he left here, and now he may never be the same again. Spurs knocked the ball out of bounds. Oh, my clock's not running. Whoa, what is happening with that? What the heck? What happened to my scoreboard? I got like an error. What in the world? All right, that was weird. Scoreboard back up in. All right, sorry guys. I don't know what happened there. We are back and going. I totally lost my train of thought when I saw the scoreboard all messed up. Ant with another bucket. Uh, yeah, so I was saying CP3 and Fox in the starting lineup with Devin and Barnes and Biombo. It's just too small, way too small. Cullen Johnson in the paint throws it up. Good. Sorry about that, guys. Good evening, Greg. Not a good start. Come on, guys. Spurs, can you play well tonight? I'm really tired. Can at least do Devin Vassell with a steal? Vassell with a steal and a block in the first quarter. So getting some D. Castle with the ball, drives in the paint, takes it up at Randall, gets blocked. I did see Castle leads the team with shots getting blocked as well right now because a lot of his drives into the paint get stopped like that. Jeremy with the ball, going to drive into the paint, spins around, pull up J, off the rim, no good. Naz Reid with the rebound. Naz Reid is a player you guys have talked about. You like to see come to the Spurs in the offseason. Julius Randle muscles his way into the paint and a double-digit lead for the Timberwolves, 25-14. Yeah, Grego Castle has been getting a block a lot. One thing he's gonna hopefully learn to do a little better in his second year. Hello, what a nice bank shot. Get that one from Timmy. Spurs lead the NBA at 6.2 blocks per game. And, four of that, Stephen, was Wemby. I'm sure it was a lot more than that when he was playing. Well, right now, as it stands, we're getting a little Chuck Norris right now, Spurs fans. Thanks, Chuck. Could always use a good Chuck. Maybe a Kawhi laugh too. Maybe. Well, I hope you all had a great weekend. Hopefully the Spurs can play. Hopefully turn things around. My goodness, I don't want to go back to getting blown on a nightly basis, and that's one concern. When Darren Fox gets shut down, things could get worse. Maybe they might get better. Who the heck knows? After being a poverty franchise in basketball, the future is bright in Minnesota. Yeah, Brandon, you guys were bad for a. I mean, Kevin Garnett was really good for a long time. That's probably the play I remember the most about Minnesota, throughout the 90s and 2000s. First unit, -9. Second unit, -1. So everybody's big compared to us. Rob, our starting lineup from 1 to 5 is 6 foot, 6'3", 6'5", 6'8", 6'9". That is a small lineup in today's NBA when the average player is what, around 6'7"? Three players, 6'6", 6'7", or whatever number it is right there. That's three players in your starting lineup below the average height of the NBA. Well, I'm bigger than our starting backcourt. I'm 6'4". I'll attack he's attacking too, Greco, but he'll learn. He'll learn. He needs to work with Mamu a little bit. Manu, not Mamu. Manu, jeez. Wouldn't mind myself taking a six-man role on this when someone needs to start. I mean, we need somebody who can, dive for the loose ball, get in there, do the dirty work on the boards. Jeremy is that guy. Good evening, yes, Thursday. When he started playing well with Wemby, they seemed to develop some chemistry in the starting lineup last year until Jeremy hurt his thumb, and then he needed surgery that kept him out for a few weeks. There was some chemistry there. Now, granted, it was more Wemby passing the ball to Jeremy than vice versa, but that's because teams were focusing on Wemby, and Jeremy would get loose, go cut back door, and he'd be there open for an alley-oop or something around the rim. And then he got hurt, and then things haven't been quite the same yet. Spurs most points off the bench. Kelman right now is 11th all time at 1,505. Up next is Gary Neal at number 10 at 1,696. So Kelman with a chance to crack the top 10 this year. Or no, he will crack the top 10 unless he gets hurt. Let's not wish that. I don't want any more injuries. Kelman overall has the fourth most points off the bench in the NBA. Hey, look at that. Naz Reid in the paint, loses the ball out of bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. All needs to retire. I think Chris can still really do well off the bench. A leader, a vet coming off the bench, running a second unit. Vassell, what a tough fadeaway. Just he shouldn't be starting. At his age, there's only one player in the NBA that's around 40 that should be starting. That's LeBron because he just offensively he's actually shooting well from three and free throws. Wow. Ant, what a really long three. Thought we're getting a little momentum there, and Ant's like, here's your momentum right here. Champagne's checked in for the Spurs, gets over to Castle, around the world to Vassell. Vassell for three. All right, Devin. There we go. Seahawks, Greg, are hitting a rebuild button. Al Horford's up there, Blippy, isn't he? He's got to be past 35. DiVincenzo with the ball in three-point line, gets it to Ant. 7 on the shot clock. Ant passes it around. Yeah, wow. Alexander Walker was a brick for a three. Devin with the ball, drives in the paint. If he didn't pick up his dribble, he might have had a dunk attempt there if he kept attacking. Champagne for three. Nope. Is Horford almost 40? That's why I didn't realize he was pushing 40. All right. I knew he was up there. I didn't realize he was that up there. Naz Reid guarded by Devin Vassell. That is not good. Reid in the paint, easily throws it over him. Devin Vassell should not be guarding him. All right, well, 60 on the shot clock. Devin with the ball, drives in the paint. You're going to get fouled. Sam, ow, jeez. How Horford's stats? Ryan Horford was 38. Time flies. 30 to 21. Eh, it could be worse. We're in the game. We are too small, Brandon. Way too small. Naz Reid is like what, 6'11"? Devin 6'5". It's not really the what you're looking for. Sells at the line for two. His first free throw is good. Man, I hope Jeremy does something with his hair because right now it looks a little weird. But he's growing out, but the top part of it still dyed. But the blue is not blue anymore or green. It's kind of like a washed out color, and then his natural hair color is underneath it. It just looks kind of, I don't know, not looking good. Is Naz only 6'9"? I thought he was okay. I didn't realize he was a 6'9" center. Speaking of which, has the ball at the moment. No, he doesn't. No, he does. And he gets the bucket. Sorry, I am tired. I thought that was him, then I got confused for a second. Spurs ball. Cass with the ball for the Spurs. Starts to drive. Throws it back to Champagny for three. Champagny misses another three. DiVincenzo with the rebound. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves over a minute to go. And now a turnover by Minnie. Spurs on the run. Champagny out to Keldon. Keldon back to Vassell for three. No good. Champagny tries to put it back, and he's going to get fouled on the putback. We desperately need a big. Lakers are trying to pursue KD now. Can they well, I think it probably don't care about paying a luxury tax or the cap level or those the floors or whatever. I always confuse with CBA. I mean, the Lakers make bajillions of dollars. KD, LeBron, and uh, Doncic. Sounds like it should be a championship team, but I don't know. Wherever KD goes, when he tried these super teams now, it's not working. Didn't work with the Nets, not working with the Suns. You just can't throw players together and say, go win a championship. We saw that with the U.S. Olympic team back in what, 2004 or 8 or whatever one, whatever team it was that bronze. The team chemistry wasn't there. Thank you, Bobby. Smash that like indeed. Gobert has two fouls. All right. Gobert's in there at the moment. Castle with two fouls, I think. I think Steph's asking maybe for a challenge. No, that's two fouls on Steph. Man, Steph, the Timberwolves are his kryptonite. 1 minute to go. Rudy Gobert at the line for two, 32-25. Makes the first free throw. What the heck? There we go. Sohan's getting lazy with the hair color. Bobby, I thought he got ball there. It looked pretty good, but Pocket Pool Johnson, he ain't challenging anything. Rudy shooting 68% from the line this year, and he will get them both. Justin, that'd be cool. When you have the Fiesta here, Castle's going to stay in the game with two fouls. Castle drives the paint, takes it at Gobert, and he gets fouled by Gobert. Doing others as they do to you. Castle got him off his feet. Castle very good with pumping the brakes and just stopping and getting defender. He's got some moves in the paint. Just there's gonna be times when you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And there's times when he maybe shouldn't be taking the shot and passing it out, and that'll get better in time. I mean, you have to remember this, and Miss TSR was saying this recently too. This is the worst version of Stefan Castle we're gonna see. They're showing his rookie ranks this season: first in points a game, steals, free throw attempts, fourth in assists, and sixth in minutes a game. So yeah, rookie of the year is looking pretty good as long as he keeps playing well. Hits both free throws. Road trip? Yes. And yes, there are a lot of orange sneakers, some yellow sneakers. DiVincenzo with a quick pull-up three, catch and release three, good. We've given up 37 points, guys. 37 points. The Wolves have an outside shot at 40 points in the first quarter. Castle with the ball, Euro step on the paint. Tough layup. All right, Stepan. He's now got a career high versus the Timberwolves, 4. Because he had 5 points in his previous 3 games combined. So, Steph, there you go. There is about 7 seconds from the shot clock and game clock. 6 on the shot clock right now for the Wolves. Naz Reid with the ball, guarded by Castle. Well, jumper is no good. Offensive rebound for the Timberwolves, and they lose it out of bounds. It's going to stay with Minnie. Hi, Murray. That was a nice Euro step by Castle, man. Nice job with the layup. I was being condescending. This is Stephon Castle's career high versus the Timberwolves, 4. He's had games of 0, 3, and 2. At the buzzer, no good. All right. Down by 8, Julius Randle to miss at the buzzer. It could be worse. All right. I mean, let's just have a good second quarter because the last game on Saturday night, the second quarter, not go well. Oh my gosh. I think we got blown out like I think I saw today. What did we go up like a 28-4 run in the second quarter Saturday night? So something really bad. Whatever it ended the game. The game was over at that point. What up, Jeremiah? Go tank, go. Waving the white flag for Cooper flag. You don't want to say we're clearly tanking. I mean, they beat the Nets. I do question a lot of decisions with the lineups, especially the starting lineup. And the thing is, I know some Spurs fans are saying we're tanking, but tanking's not going to get us any higher than maybe eighth or seventh. We're tied with the Bulls for wins, so we could move up to eighth in the standings. But the teams ahead of us, the Utah Jazz, the Charlotte Hornets, the Washington Wizards, we can't catch them. We're way too far ahead win wise, where they're never, ever, ever going to catch up to us on wins. The Spurs do have still a chance at the 10th seed. Um, if the Hawks picks are duds, what happens? I think you answered your own question there, Illuminix. If they're duds, then they just won't be as good as picks. Top 70 is better. Yes, Heller, I will agree. 7 and 8 is a higher percentage than 9 and 10. I cannot disagree. I think it's going to be a rough last 20 games. It will be. We do play some bad teams. We play the Mavericks a few times. They are decimated with injuries. Those are actually winnable games. You might not want to hear that, but those are very winnable because they don't have any left. What's up, JC? Thank you for stopping in. We the Spurs, we don't play. I'm not sure if I'm understanding that. I don't think I came out right. The Hawks pick. I mean, the Hawks pick right now is I think the Hawks pick if the season ended today would be 11th-ish, and the Spurs would be ninth still. There you go, JC. We don't tank. We just don't try as hard to win. You know, when I look at the players though, I think they are trying. We're just not good. We got a Sandro Mamukelashvili signing. I mean, we were losing with Wemby. Mamu drives to the paint, gets the bucket. Remember January? January we had 4 wins. We were losing left and right with Wemby. We sure as heck ain't gonna win a lot without Wemby. We saw this team without Wemby 2 years ago. They were 22 and 60. How have they been playing lately? Like a 22 and 60 team. DiVincenzo for 3. In and out burger. Offensive rebound for the Timberwolves because Spurs. Naz Reid with a quick 3. That was ugly form, but it went in. Good evening, Mike. And Mitch now at a timeout. Okay. The Hawks pick is 16 right now? Wow, I did not realize it dropped that much. 16? That's not a lottery pick. 40 to 30, Mitch called the timeout to start the second quarter. Grogu. We were winning. JC, what's up, Blaze and Bacon? We started the season 18 and 16, and then the wheels fell off. We had a lot of different lineups. Our best lineup, and it's not a lineup I thought they were going to keep throughout the season, and certainly once Darren Fox joined the Spurs, that lineup was done. But the lineup of CP3, Stefan Castle, Harrison Barnes, Julian Champagny, and Victor Wembanyama was, I think, as far as net positives, plus minus, I think they were top 10 in the NBA. And that lineup has some size. When you look at that lineup from 1 to 5, 6 foot, 6'6", 6'8", 6'8", and then 7'4", at least gives it, compared to the lineup we're putting out there now, which is much smaller. We'd like to see them, yes, build on chemistry for sure. That's what I'm hoping for the rest of the season, and maybe near the end of the season, yeah, if we were, here's what I'll say: if we were really tanking, you'd be seeing Malachi Branham getting a whole lot more playing time. Am I not wrong? I'm just saying, if it was full tank squad, Malachi Branham would be getting some serious minutes. That hasn't happened yet. So that has been a discussion I've had with Miss TSR Marmalade is there a problem here? I know a lot of people don't like to talk about that. Is there a problem with coaching? Is there a problem with the system? Trey Jones is a different player right now in Chicago. Zach Collins is rebounding in Chicago when he couldn't grab a board here. They're playing much differently, and have not done a video on that yet. I want to see more. It's still a small sample size. But Trey Jones could not score with us. He was averaging, I think, like 4 points a game, maybe less. And now he's averaging close to 10 with Chicago. He's shooting lights out. He's starting. And you're looking at these guys, and it's like, a lot of people are having like the Derek White thing. Like Derek White was struggling with us. That was probably because of more so, I think, an injury thing. And now he's killing it with Watson. So he has a better team around him. But then you look at Zach and Trey, and it's like, where was this with us all year? Right? Let's rest everyone and see if Malachi or Blake. I'd like to see if Malachi or Blake are worth keeping. Tony, good evening to you. Jeremy should not be playing center. Center Sohan is not a recipe for success. And it's not a knock on him. The effort's there. He's just too small. Mamu is playing center right now for us. Mamu fakes the three, drives in the paint, throws it up off the glass. Mamu bringing the energy. Why the Spurs have not given him more minutes after Wemby went down is beyond me. He has shown he brings, yes, defensively, he's not an elite defender at all, but he's a good rebounder at times. He's a little consistent rebounding wise. He brings some size out there that we desperately need, and he can, yeah, in there. Castle with the ball, drives in the paint, lots of contact, throws up a circus shot, no good, goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Timberwolves ball, mini ball. With Wemby error, we might not even win just one championship the way we pick and structure our lineup. Chris, I am worried about the roster construction. Machine 78, good evening. That's one thing that I've worried about, and I've actually said on the streams a lot, is one of the biggest issues with our team is roster construction. It's not constructed. We have a lot. We keep drafting a lot of guys that can't shoot. And look, I love the Stefan Castle pick, but we've drafted a lot of players that can't shoot the three. So we're a poor shooting lineup, or a poor shooting team that's small. Conley splash hits the three. If you're going to be a small team, then you're hoping your offensive output is going to exceed the defensive deficiencies you're going to be having on the court, and that's not the case with us. Mama gets it out to Champagny, back to Fox. Fox going to take off, gets into the paint. A little bit of a Euro step, throws it back to Champagny for three. Air ball. Nice. Julian, playing too well right now. Minnie is 6 of 12 from three. We are 3 of 11. Just Randall with a bullet pass. Back out to Jane McDaniels. I thought Conley was going to shoot that. Instead, they get into the paint. And Randall with the bucket. We are down by 14 already. We don't know who our coach is going to be next year. That's a real big issue, I think, for our team is who is our head coach? Can Pop come back? There's a big question mark. You might not like to hear that. He might not. If you're one of those, Pop's coming back no matter what crowd, but he's got 76 and had a mild stroke. That's serious. We don't know if he's going to be able to come back. And if he can't come back, is Mitch Johnson going to be the replacement? He has not impressed me with his performance this year. Castle with a little push off and throws it down. Little baby push off. It's all good.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
Mitch is not him. By the way, Castle has more points tonight against Minnesota than he has the 3 previous games. He had 5 points in 3 previous. Wow. Fox flies up the floor and gets in there for a layup. He is so fast when he turns the Jets on. The Castle now with more points tonight than he's had his previous 3 games. So nice to see he's playing better. Castle with the rebound gets it to Champagny. Champagny over to Manu. Back to Champagny. And the offense is going to reset. Castle with a screen. Castle with a little crossover. Gets into the paint. Forces his way in. And he's going to get fouled. Castle being aggressive. I mean, we're down double digits, but now dude's got fight. I'll give him that. JCS, if you're going to be a small team, you better be a 3-point, better be a 3-point shooting team, and we are not. Yep, I agree. Sure, he's made mistakes. Maybe not shooting forcing it a little too much in the paint, but Castle has 54 dunks this season. That's the 4th amongst all guards. Did miss the first free throw though. He's at the line for 2. Yeah, they're not a joke at all. Not. I mean, that's one concern with Pop. I do think Pop will be back in the front office. I do believe he'll be back in some capacity. He will not be leading the Spurs. But him being on the sideline is a giant question mark. He does have that dog. Trying to be DMX for a second. Rest in peace, DMX. Made the second one. 49-38. We can at least just keep it single digits back to the half. Conley for 3. But the Timberwolves are shooting their threes pretty well, and we are not. Heart of a warrior, Stephen D. I like that. Oh my gosh, a Blake Wesley sighting. Mamu and Blake playing tonight. Castle into the paint, draws the contact, and doesn't get the bucket, but going back to the line. Right, for pause on the grave, we got a Blake Wesley sighting. JC, nothing against Mitch Johnson. I hope he's not a popular replacement either. I really don't. I don't think he's ready. And I mean, Mitch is also very young too. Isn't he only like 39? Castle first free throw good. We're showing Castle's driving to the paint. And he got Mike Conley off his feet, a veteran. Conley's even laughing like, I hope not a blowout. Just stay competitive. Steph missed the second one. His free throw shooting definitely needs some work. 3-point shooting and free throw shooting needs some work. Julius Randle with the ball. Guarded by Barnes. Instead, he just passes out. I thought he was going to shoot, but change his mind. All right. 6 on the shot clock for Minnesota. Back to Randle. Kicks it out. And that 3 is no good. Conley for 3, no good. Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. I thought De'Aaron Fox with Wendy out would be cooking and scoring 25 a game at least. Sewing with an off-balance shot, no good. Gets fouled going to the line for 2. But De'Aaron Fox, I believe right now, is averaging under 20 a game with the Spurs. I know that injury's got to be affecting him more than they're telling us. I really thought it'd be dropping 25 to 30 for us, and that has not been the case at all. The Thunder's head coach is nearly 40. Levi, good evening. What's up? Fox getting retired for the season after around the. It seems like that. It's seeming like around St. Patty's Day he might shut it down. Nothing's official yet. It would make sense. I mean, he needs surgery. Why risk further damage? Sohan missed the first free throw, makes a second one-handed free throw. Why risk further damage? I just, it's not a question of if, a question of when he will get shut down. Ant with the ball right now. Gets it to Randall. Randall back to Ant. Ant double teams. Oh, we have a huge collision. Wesley and Conley collide, and I think that's a foul on Blake. How much longer the Spurs are mathematically eliminated? That's a question. What is Wesley doing on the court? Yap yap. I don't know. We got Darren Fox out there. We got Wesley. Right now we have Castle, Paul, and Wesley. Seriously? Castle, Paul, and Wesley? What are they doing? What is that? Turnover by the Spurs. Or Spurs caused a turnover. Sullivan in the paint. Kicks out the Barnes. Back to Wesley. Wesley faked a three. He just traveled? Yeah, he did. What is 1 + 1? I'm going to go for 2. San Antonio Hotspur, what's up? Thing is, Warriors could play small ball because, especially when he had, the Splash Brothers, they were sacrificing size with their elite three-point shooting. Elite and three-point shooting don't go in the same sentence with us. That's turnover. Ant loses the ball out of bounds. Turnover. Spurs ball. You're right. Throw Malachi in there. Let's get center Malachi. Castle fadeaway is. Look. Does they have like 10 points now? Bench points. 23 for the Spurs. Minnesota 12. Our bench has more than half our points. That's a missed three for Minis, but to get the offensive rebound. Conley for three. Constant is a Northern Star. Second chance opportunity. Turned into a three. Castle does have 10. All right. I'll say for those of you just coming in, I'm not gonna keep saying all night, but Castle had been struggling against Minnesota. He had 5 points total in the first three games against them this year. 3, 2, and 0. I don't know if it's in that order or 2, 3, and 0. Nice to see he's playing much better. CP3 for three with the shot clock expiring. There we go. Mitch Johnson, I'm telling you, Mitch, with his rotations, has a dartboard with all the Spurs on it, and then just throws the darts at the dartboard with his eyes covered, and whatever he hits, that's what he's bringing in. All right, who am I bringing in at center? CP3. All right, we'll give Chris Paul at center a shot. All right, center Harrison Ingram. Point Mamu. Right? I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry for going. I didn't see the dartboard thing. I honestly didn't. I'm not trying to steal your thunder, but I didn't see that. Naz Reid with his God, I hate his form for his three. No good. With check back in for the Spurs. Center Sohan. Let's go. Devin out to Kelvin. He's wide open for three. No good. What's up, Jacob? And the dartboard is rotating. And the thing is, too, his dartboards have flat heads, so they're not even going in. There's an alley-oop, and Naz Reid could not finish the alley-oop. Too much alley, not enough oop. Spurs ball. Down by 10, can cut the lead back to single digits. Let's go. Let's make it a game. Damn it. Barnes for three. Butter. There we go. Single minutes. Yeah, you are, Jacob. Congratulations. Gardner, what's going on? Thing was happening. I wonder what literally keeps Coach Pop from returning. Uh, agent help Andrew right now. I mean, we're never going to know the whole story. It's a medical thing, so there's HIPAA rules where they're only going to be. I don't think we'll ever know everything in. It's really it's you don't have to put everything out there. Would you want your everything with your health put out there, especially something serious as this? I've gone on record. I don't think he's coming back coaching. I think he's going to stay in the front office. I just don't think Mitch is the guy to replace him. Mitch, bring back Point Sohan. Listen, Justin, and to the rest of the chat, I was hoping that was going to work last year. It didn't. It was a disaster, but I'm like, okay, you're going to try Jeremy at Point Sohan. I hope it works. It didn't. Yeah. But that poor kid, Jeremy, been really out of position 2 seasons in a row. Point Sohan, portion of last year, center Sohan this year. And I don't know, I'm not hearing any complaining. So to his credit, they're playing him out of position and he's still just going out there and doing what he can. I would like to know what the decision is. I would say before the draft on Pop. If he's coming back, okay, great, so be it. On board. If he can't come back due to health issues, we need to be, have things in motion soon, sooner than later. When working your team as best scorer, yeah, Beavis, I mean, let's not, yeah, go in at shooting guard next year. But you know what? I I put nothing past the Spurs. The Spurs offseason is going to have us on our seats. Will Pop come back or not? Will we acquire Flight? Yeah, Marmalade between the end of the season, which will be around April 15th-ish, to the draft, there's going to be a lot of, well, not to the draft, because it's going to be whenever we find out the lottery results in May. I can't remember when it is. They're actually watching commercial right now with Cooper Flag in it. And the cute girl from the WNBA, the blonde girl that tore ACL. I can't remember her name. Shoot. Dang it. The girl that's seen with Wemby. She had a picture with Wemby. I can't remember her name. Cameron Brink. Area 51. I guess you're a fan of the ladies, huh? There you go. She's a smoke show. Lights out. We're not playing terrible. It's single digits. We're undersized as usual. Yeah, Leroy's got. I couldn't pull Cameron Brink, but a good player, and she's cute. She's my height. She's 6'4", I believe. 55-48. But yes, the Spurs off season can be very interesting. I, DiVincenzo drives the paint layup good. I don't want to be greedy. I just want a top four pick. That's all. I just want to move up. By the way, I don't know if you guys realize this, there isn't a little thing you have to think about if we move up. That would suck. I don't know if you guys realize this, but if the Spurs move up in the draft from let's say 9-3, so I am blocking the paint. That means other teams are going to move down, right? Let's say it's just the Spurs move up. If the Sixers drop out of the top six, the Thunder get their pick. So if the Sixers drop to seventh, the Oklahoma City Thunder, the best team in the Western Conference, that's a missed three for the Wolves, would have a seventh overall pick. That is frightening, especially in this draft. Can she dunk? I didn't know that. Angie, what's going on? I'm doing great. It's going to be a busy week. We are live 5 times this week. Jeremy Sohan, turnover, mini ball. Spurs offseason was not supposed to be this much. Yeah, lights out. It's going to be, though. Well, Wemby's health. Will he be ready to go for the start of the season? Looks like he will be. They're letting him fly now, which I'm surprised, but they're letting him. But, Pop, Wemby, De'Aaron Fox is going to have surgery soon. Will he be ready to go? He should be, but nice defense by Devin on that one. Turnover by Minnesota. There's a lot of question marks in the offseason. Keldon into the paint, throws it up off the glass. Tough shot and good. Nice to see Keldon attacking the rim again. Saturday night, I think he took 1 2-point shot. He's best when he's attacking the rim and hitting his threes instead of just being one-dimensional. DiVincenzo with the miss, but offensive rebound for the Timberwolves. And guess what? The follow-up shot is a three and it's good. Timeout Spurs. Second chance points for the Timberwolves, 15 for the Spurs, 4. That's an 11-point swing. We're down by 10. The Timberwolves are the only team in the NBA to beat OKC more than once. I did not know that. Yeah, Anthony, we are a very poor rebounding team, and we're very undersized. But yes, there's sometimes there's no fight for the board or hustle, I guess. Horrible. That's Mikey Boop. Well, I said let's get it to single digits before the half. It's only 10 right now. Let's get it down to, if we get it around 6, I'll be happy. Mitch is like, we should play side. We've had, since went down, just this month, here in March, since Wemby went down, we've seen Bassie play at center, Mamu, Barnes, Sohan, Biombo. Charles Bassie, we got to move on for him, right? I can't see any reason to bring him back next season. He's had 2 season-ending injuries in the 2 prior seasons to his left knee. Now his left knee's been bothering him again. Why bring him back? I mean, I like him. He can't stay healthy. Castle's checking back in for the final 2 minutes. He's got 10 points in 13 minutes. Mitch has been showing a little more emotion lately. I will give him that, which you need from your coach. If you're losing and getting beat, your coach should be angry with you. Charlie into the paint, throws it down. Yeah, our bench is really outplaying our starters tonight. Like, really outplaying our starters. Nice finish by Kellen. Throws it down with 2 hands. 60 to 52. 2-minute warning. Julius Randle on 3-point land, guarded by Kellen. Gets it to Naz Reid. Reid guarded by CP3. We got center CP3. Reid's now open for 3 and hits it at the buzzer. Our bench has been outplaying our starters on a nightly basis regularly, and that's not good. Got Fox in the corner. Yep, and he hits the 3. All right. This is what, keep it single. Keep it single digits. That's all I ask. It is mini ball, 14 on the shot clock. Jaden McDaniels open for 3 from the corner. No good. Devin Vassell with the rebound and loses the ball. And Ant's going to bring it in and throw it down. Damn it. We get a rebound and can't even hold on to it. Really, he's got a noodle knee. It ain't even glass, it's a noodle. And Castle down the other end throws it down. I think I missed it as I was looking at the chat briefly. The Spurs scored quick on that one. I think that was a dunk by Castle. Castle with 12. And now Castle with a steal and gets fouled hard. And oh, he's down. Steph is still down. Still not getting up. That's not good. He immediately grabbed his left shoulder, scratching to DiVincenzo. He's up and walking it off, I think. I was worried about maybe a shoulder separation with that or dislocated shoulder. Wincing a little bit. Looks like he's going to be okay. Yeah, what would really suck too is to get injured and not hit the 65 game mark, and then you're not eligible for Rookie of the Year. But it looks like he's going to be all right. But he took a good shot. Fox just going to launch a quick 3 over Naz Reid. All right. All right, Spurs fans. Rudy Gobert is not in the game at the moment, but he is playing tonight. There's about 8 seconds between the shot clock and game clock, and the Spurs are fighting tonight. Let's give them credit for fighting. Naz Reid. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot a 3. Then he gets it to Randall. Randall spins around, tosses it out to Reid. Reid's going to shoot it now. Freaking Naz Reid always plays us well. Damn you, Naz Reid. Damn you. Fox with the ball. Shot clock is obviously off. He's not going to get the shot off. Oh my, it's horrible. That was horrible. couldn't get a shot off. Yeah, I know he's six man of the year for the reason. Tracy, I know there are a lot of Spurs fans that like to see him come here. Well, we're not getting a shot off. Come on. Well, I said let's get it to single digits. They came through. It's an 8-point game. So, Cody, I don't know his minutes restriction, but he was questionable for the game. He did also get two fouls, so they might be just sitting him for now. I'm shocked Fox, Mr. Clutch, didn't get a shot off of some sort. That was not what I was expecting for us to close the second quarter. There were 7 seconds on the clock. That is way enough. That's way more than enough time to get a shot off. We can win it, but we're gonna have to punch back. We're gonna have to do this. Trade Bass for yeah, I'm on board. I don't think the Minnesota Timberwolves would be, Justin. I just see Fox playing with his finger. I don't know if something happened on the play there, if he jammed his finger. That's a killer. Ghost Spurs go to you. Fox wristband got stuck in between his hand. Is that what happened? I saw him fooling around with something. Really? Is that what happened? Great. Only the Spurs. Only the Spurs. Let's get into the halftime stats. Evening two clutch Corey. Dragon, what's going on? I didn't know that. Rookie of the year, six man of the year, and the all rookie teams are not impacted by the 65 game rule. I am very shocked rookie of the year is not. You would think, all right. So Jerry McCain could still win rookie of the year. He's not gonna. He's played far too little. Let's pull up the halftime stats though. Wolves announcer is glazing our Spurs. Yeah, yeah. We have 86 thumbs up. Can we get to 100 before we get back to the game? I know it's a small stream tonight. A lot of people have checked out on the Spurs. You guys haven't, but unfortunately, a lot of folks have. I'm used to it. This is 68 losing years in a row, so I appreciate those of you that are still, invested in the team like I am. And yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, let's get to the scoreboard and see who's playing well and well, who's not. All right, we'll take a look at the Timberwolves first, but let me take at the quarters first. Thank goodness it wasn't a horrendous second quarter like Saturday night. So the Wolves did outscore us 37 to 29 in the first. It was straight up in the second. Both teams scored 31. For Minnesota, Julius Randle with 9 points, Jaden McDaniels with 11. Rudy Gobert has played 7 minutes, so he did have three fouls. So actually, there you go. Rudy's not playing because of foul trouble. He might be on a minutes restriction too, but he was in foul trouble, so he only played 7 minutes. He had 6 points. Mike Conley with 9 points and Ant-Man with 13. Ant, very efficient tonight. 5 of 6 from the field. Does have 3 turnovers though, so he's been a little loose with the ball. Off the bench for the Timberwolves, Naz Reid killing us, 15 points. Dante DiVincenzo with 5. And then we have the 000 crowd. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Jalen Clark, and Terrence Shannon Jr. I don't even know who that one is. All have 0. For the game, the Minnesota Timberwolves are shooting 57, 46, and 100. And they have 7 turnovers. Our Spurs have 5 turnovers, so we're handling the ball. We are shooting 54, 44, 79. So actually shooting pretty well. They have 6 offensive rebounds. We have 4. This must be converting theirs. I don't know. For the starters, Harrison Barnes with 6. Bismack Biyombo has 0. Bismack has 1 rebound tonight in 6 minutes. That's it. There's literally no other stat on his line. 1 board. Okay. CP3, 3 points, 4 assists. I mean, he's not out there to score, and he's not. De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is having a nice, efficient game. He had been really struggling with his efficiency. 5 of 7 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. He's got 15 points to lead the starting unit. Devin Devin hasn't taken many shots, but he's at 50%. 2 of 4 from the floor, 1 of 2 from the 3-point line. He's got 7 boards, 4 assists, a block, and a steal. Just not shooting the ball much. Off the bench, Spurs going with 11-man rotation tonight. Mamu came in, played 4 minutes, and got 4 points. Okay. Julian Champagnie, 2 points, but 0 for 3 from the field. Jeremy Sohan, 1 for 4 from the field. He's got 3 points. Garland Johnson playing well. 8 points, 4 of 5 shooting, 2 boards, and assist to steal. Blake Leslie ran around for 3 minutes and had a turnover and 2 fouls. Somehow the Spurs are +1 with him on the floor, but in 3 minutes, he scored zero. He was only a net negative with statistics at least, because he had the turnover and two fouls. That's it. Stephon Castle looking much better than he has uh, ever against the Minnesota Timberwolves. In 16 minutes, he has 4 of 8 from the field, 4 of 6 from the line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal. He has 12 points to lead the bench. Did take a hard fall near the end of the second quarter, was rubbing his shoulder a lot. Hopefully he is okay. The Spurs play a lot this week. I'm hoping he doesn't miss any time due to an injury. And by playing a lot, the Spurs are playing 5 times this week. We play every night except for Tuesday and Thursday. Struggle is real. Show the game, Selena. All right, July 26th. Here comes the game.
Sucker!
Rambo, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Asia, thank you for stopping in. Wesley is faster than Chris Paul. He just can't shoot at all. Rolo, if Castle wins Rookie of the Year, which is very likely he will, as long as he continues to play well, back-to-back Rookies of the Year. That has never happened in Spurs history. That'd be nice. And then we draft Cooper Flag first overall when we win the lottery. And then for the first time in NBA history, at least I think it would be, back to back to back Rookies of the Year. Ah, I can dream. What's going on, TJ? Thank you for stopping in. The NFL is going crazy, but Asia, the Giants haven't done anything yet, have they? Nothing? Nothing at all, right? There's no Giants news that I'm aware of. The Giants stink. They do stink. They're awful. I can't deal with the Giants being horrible again, but they're going to be. No, I don't think they've done anything. They are so bad. At least with the Spurs, I see a light at the end of the tunnel with Wemby and Castle and Fox. That should be, the core there. Sohan's hopefully part of that core, but Sell hopefully too. But I mean, I at least see hope. And I look at the Giants and I see nothing. I don't even see who our starting quarterback is. No idea. Finals matchup prediction? It's a good question. It's hard to bet against the Boston Celtics, the defending NBA champions, not being in the finals again. So I'll say the Celtics, and I'll say the Thunder get there this year. I say the Thunder make it. Bonjour, Isabel. Oh, I know it's late where you are, but Olele Spurs, and thank you for stopping in. Yep, DK Metcalf to the Steelers, Geno Smith to the Raiders. Sup, Paisan? Well, I'll go Thunder and Celtics. My mind also said Thunder and Cavaliers. I think the NBA would hate that. They would absolutely hate Oklahoma City versus Cleveland. Those are not big markets. They are hurting the ratings as it is, and I guess think they would really be opposed to that. Speaking of hurting, UFC last night, their champion, I did not realize the light heavyweight champion was one of the most popular, if not popular, fighters at this moment, Alex Pereira. And he lost by decision. And I've seen a lot of UFC content creators or UFC analysis talking about how it would really hurt the UFC because the guy that's champion, he's a great fighter, but he's not going to put butts in the seats. People aren't going to order pay-per-views to watch him. And I was like, you know what? You're not wrong. You're not. Ankalaev is not going to draw. He's not going to draw views. League would get that important Canadian audience. I must have missed something. Road trip. Depleted mind. The Raiders. The Raiders have been kind of a mess for a while now. Kevin Durant joins. Jim, I really can't see that happening because we would have to give up assets and give up a lot of assets for a 37-year-old player who I don't know. Didn't work with the Brooklyn Nets, didn't work with the Phoenix Suns. He's been bouncing from team to team over the last few years. I worry about chemistry, not sure the attitudes. If he's going to bring in the right attitude or mentality to the team. So I don't want Kevin Durant. I don't. I know it sounds good with like a Twin Towers, a different version of the Twin Towers with Wemby and him, but at this point in his career, that age, the money that he's going to command, it wouldn't make us a championship team. I really don't think it would. It sounds good. If you look at the lineup, you're like, okay, from 5 to 1, Wemby, Durant, I guess Sohan, Castle, and Fox. Where's Devin Vassell into all this next season? Because we have a three-headed guard lineup right now with De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, and Devin Vassell. We can't keep starting Devin at small forward. He's too small. I know, Devontae, he was so good with Green Bay. Not that he's bad now, but I mean, when he was in his prime, he was a beast. Yeah, too clutch, Brian. Thank you. Isabel. So Isabel, I was saying this earlier in the chat. Castle's three previous games against the Minnesota Timberwolves, he had 5 points combined. He had a game with 2 points, 3 points, and he had a 0 point game against Minnesota. So Minnesota, he has struggled a lot against. He does have 12 points tonight. He took a hard spill though in the first half. I haven't actually thought to look to see if he's on the court during the shoot arounds. Oh, he's out there. He's out there shooting, so I'm assuming he's okay. Probably put some icy hot on it. He's looked good tonight. He's been our best player off the bench. He's been one of our best players, period, lately. Red could work his mojo and get Durant for 2 second-round picks and a $20 HEB gift card. Nice. All right, I would do that road trip. Okay, I would do that trade, but the Suns are not going to do that. Yes, yep. He will be way too expensive for players on the decline. 50 million? No, no. Have you been streaming five on Net? Have I seen Starting Five on Netflix or Celtic City? No. Is Starting Five the Olympic one? Because I've been watching that one, Miss TSR. Is that the same one for pause? The Olympic about the Olympic team from last year? We are going to watch the Tony Parker documentary. We did put that in our watch queue. I've not seen that one from like 2020, so I do need to see that. He's currently Tony considered the greatest French basketball player of all time, is he not? I'm going to assume Wemby's going to take that mantle at some point. And if he's not, if he doesn't, then something did not go right in San Antonio. Let me get quarter three up because the players are on the court, so I want to be ready to go for the third quarter. Here we go, Q3. Do you like or hate Anderson Silva back in the day? I hate anybody Python. I might occasionally joke and say I hate the Lakers or hate the Red Sox, but I don't actually hate them. I might dislike them. Anderson Silva was a lot of fun to watch. He was a great fighter. Yeah, he had a few fights that were stinkers. His fight against Forrest Griffin was ridiculous. He made Forrest look like a chump, a former light heavyweight champion, a guy that's bigger than him. He just clowned him. And then Anderson got clowned, was clowning on himself, got knocked out by Chris Weidman, which was a shocker. And then, of course, the fight after that, he breaks his leg, snaps both bones, and just rubber legs it. And, one of the most disgusting injuries we see in the UFC. And then I think he got busted for PEDs after that. Um, what he did to Rich Franklin, too, when Anna McFluman just kept kneeing him in the face. I mean, he was a great fighter. Easily one of the greatest middleweights of its all time. So he was fun to watch. I like him. You're welcome, Isabel. I would not put Anderson Silva as the greatest of all time, though. Definitely not. Idea. Watch the doc streaming? Oh, you mean the Tony Parker one? I'm going to. I want to see it. Has everybody showed up tonight? Blah, 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 blah. Not only you guys. I mean, like, okay, we've shown everybody. We've shown all the little videos. Sean Elliott, Jacob Toby in the house. I think his name's Jacob Toby. I really don't know anything about the Spurs' new play-by-play guy. I also don't listen to the games. I'm here calling them with you guys, so I don't hear what they're saying. I hear blips. Live stream the time? No, I don't think that would. No, I don't think that would be very entertaining because I don't think I don't think that style works for us. Me and Miss TSR tried to do reactions to videos last year. Now, granted, it was off the cusp a little bit. No, actually, we did do an NBA one. We did an NBA one, a couple UFCs, a couple of WWEs. One, those things are a B to edit because you have to keep trying to skate around copyright, and you have to just make sure you show enough footage that it's watchable, but not enough so it gets hit with copyright. But I just don't think that's our thing doing reaction videos like that. We're more of a play-by-play, watch our team and cheer them on. Watch the team, watch the draft, etc. Who was Tony Parker? Oh, right there. Yep, Biombo back in. Beat town, right down, my man. Thank you for stopping in. Hope you're doing well, Bobby. Late tonight. Aren't you usually in bed by now? Don't you get up like butt early on Mondays to work? Jay Cowboy doesn't really strike me as a Spurs fan with his salty takes he has at times. Turp, do you mean you talking about the announcer? Oh boy, I just saw Vassell brick in the chat. Vassell for three, no good. Slightly ahead of me, Andrew. Just hold up like maybe 3 seconds. Three beards, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. The Spurs are fighting tonight against Minnesota. It's single digits, and that's all I can ask is be competitive. I'll always root for them to win. I know there's a team tank crowd that wants the better lottery pick, but I'll root for them to win and just root for the Atlanta Hawks to lose even more. Harrison Barnes going to start the drive. Cross it out to Vassell. Vassell in the corner, guarded by Conley. 12 on the shot clock. Back out to Fox. Over to Barnes. Quick pull up three. No good. Conley with the rebound. He'll bring it up for Mini. 70 to 60. 11 to go. Randall to Jaden McDaniel. McDaniel's in the paint. Jumper is good. Raising around a few times. Finally went in. I think of that. Appreciate that, Bobby. Thank you. The guy, yeah, Terp. Yeah. Jacob is the guy next to Sean Elliott. And yes, Mr. Memorial Day Miracle, indeed. Jakob Pro. By the way, we have a foul and two free throws coming up for Harrison Barnes, 72 to 60. Who is likely more of a better career, Anthony Edwards or Devin Booker? I mean, we've seen Book's peak, right? I think he's already hit his ceiling at this point. Hmm. Booker's had. Have the Suns been in the finals with him? I feel like they have once. I'm drawing a blank on what year. I go Ant. I don't know. He's younger. We have a runner, and speaking of Ant, hits the runner. It's good. Hanks at 74 to 62. Depends on stays healthy. That's true. I'm sorry, Three Beards. I've had a really long weekend, man. I'm exhausted. If I did not promise you guys I would do every game this year, I would not have been here tonight. Vassell for three. Had a really, really long weekend. Didn't sleep much either. Just was busy a lot and made the mistake of getting a lot of caffeine in me last night when I was watching UFC and missed three. Ant with the rebound, and then I just slept like 3 hours this morning. So I'm really beat. Ant for three, no good. Finally, Spurs grab a rebound. Fox will bring it up the court for San Antonio. Sprints up the court into the paint, flies by everybody. That's a goaltend. They win it anyway, so it didn't matter. Back to 7. Suns Bucks 21. Thank you, Blippy. I'm like, I just sworn the Suns were in the finals a few years ago. Bobby, I try, man. I try. Thought they were in the finals and lost. They lost to Milwaukee. Thank you. Now found the Spurs. 74-67. Spurs being competitive tonight. And we lost an hour of sleep too, Brian. You're right. And I finally fell back asleep this morning, probably for like a half hour after only sleeping for 3 hours. And my power went off, and when it went back on, it was only out for like a second. The light in my bedroom went on and woke me up. Suns lost in 6 to the Bucks. Okay. I did not watch that series, which is probably why I was a little gray on it. I last year was the first NBA Finals I watched in years. Because I just hate to say it, but when the Spurs are in it, I don't care. It was the first Finals I watched probably since the Sixers beat, not the Sixers, the Raptors beat the Warriors. Not Yeah, Raptors beat the Warriors. Two free throws good for Conley. 76-67. Let me focus on the game here. I'm trying to think of past basketball and it's messing up my mind. Barnes in the paint, tough runner, no good. Foul, going in line for two. Devin has 20 plus points in 67 games against the team. Timberwolves. Okay. This is a winnable game. It is winnable. We're not down by a lot. Just need to play a little better. It's doable. Any given Sunday, right? And it's literally Sunday. And by the way, if the Spurs win, it's the last time I'll plug it, so I'll let you guys know that are here. If the Spurs win, we will do a giveaway live after the game. It'll be a live trivia, and the first person to answer it right in the chat will get the pick of one of 5 different things that will ship out to him via Amazon Prime. Barnes hints them both. Daylight savings time. I should just get rid of that and just keep it the same time. Stop moving the clocks around. I think Arizona doesn't do that, or certain parts of the country. Rudy Gobert under the hoop, under the rim, easily gets a dunk as nobody was near him. 78-69. Boxes the ball, back out to CP3. Over to Barnes. Barnes going to drive in the paint, being aggressive, lots of contact. Misses, well, actually gets the ball back. Not a travel, is deflected. 6 on the shot clock. Barnes still fighting. Pull up Jay. Harrison Barnes worked his butt off for that bucket. You're welcome, Bobby. 78-71. Gobert gets it to Jaden McDaniels. McDaniels swarmed and tries to toss it off of Chris Paul, and Chris Paul catches it instead. That's a turnover. Fox will drive in the paint, stops, pops. It's a 5-point game. This is the closest it's been in a while. Yeah, Castle went down and hit his shoulder hard, but he was shown shooting around at halftime, so I think he's coming back in. Jared, good evening to you. Thank you for stopping in. Go Yankees. Yes, it was 4 paws. Randall wide open for 3, and he hit it. 81-73. We leave, guys, wide open. Fall in the paint, runner good. 81-75. What's good, Falcon? The Yankees. Nice, Jared. I see you're kidding. I was gonna say, wow, what happened? I saw Garrett Cole is dealing with his elbow again. And it drives by everybody and gets in the paint, lays it up and good. He wants a foul. He's not going to get it. 83-75. Scott, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Minnesota fans, thank you for being here. If anybody's new to the channel, by the way, and I keep forgetting to plug the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're a Spurs fan. We cover the Spurs a lot on this channel. Every game live, not to mention update videos here and there. And that's all. Well, if you're an NBA fan too, we do other NBA stuff. And Mike Conley would have found Chris Paul. Did Minnesota win the trade? Can you be more specific, Jared? You're talking about the Karl Anthony Towns trade? Darren Fox went an alley-oop to Bismack Biyombo with the dunk. Aren't the Knicks playing pretty? Isn't Cat having a really good year this year? I would say, I don't know. I don't remember what the exact trade was. Was there picks involved? Didn't New York give up a lot of picks for Cat? I don't remember. Anyway, McDaniels with the ball into the paint. Runner, short, fight for the rebound, and an offensive rebound for Minnie. And it drives, runner, off the glass, good. Okay, I didn't know Cat's been struggling as late. Minnesota going after Durant? I think he's going to go to a bigger market, Scott. He's going to go with whatever team gives him the best chance to win a championship now. I don't think that's Minnesota. I'm sorry. I don't think they're in position. CP3 fadeaway. All right. Argelin, I assume you're trolling? Playfully trolling what how Wemby's doing? Maybe? Well, you said you've been busy for a month. Wemby's out for the year. You actually didn't know that. His season's over. Julius Randle with the ball, one-on-one with Vassell. Starts to drive in the paint. Nope, kicks it out for 3 instead. Daniels hits another 3. 88-79. I actually, Prince Vic, that crossed my mind. I didn't say it. I was like, could KD go back to the Thunder where he started his career? That would be ugly. CP3 one-on-one with Gobert. Pull-up jumper, no good. Yeah, I'm ready for Castle to come in. I'm with you. Randall with the runner, no good. Fight for the board, and the put back by Randall's no good, but he's gonna get fouled and go to the line for two. Oh, Arjun, I didn't know if you were kidding or not. You're on a research mission at the North Pole? Well, one, awesome, and two, I'm not kidding. He had a blood clot in his shoulder. He's out for the year. They shut him down immediately once they found the blood clot. It's similar to what Brandon Ingram and Oscar Thompson had. All signs point to he's going to be okay, and it should be good to go when the season starts next season, but he's done for the year. Can't win Defensive Player of the Year. They shut him down. We're in a timeout, guys. Castle may be cooked. He's playing well tonight. Why is he cooked? Blood clot. You can die from a blood clot. Blood clot moves and gets up into your brain, you're done. So it's a good thing they caught that fast. That could have been, that could have been fatal. I mean, that's two. If you think about it, two Spurs, well, one player, one coach, that could have had something fatal. That's that's scary. Castle's not played yet. You need Castle to get three more field goals made. We are, we're extremely bad in rebounding. I don't think Wemby should put on 20 right away. Um, oh, because he hasn't played yet. Okay, I got you, Eric. I wasn't sure. I'm like, what? I didn't get the reference. 20 might be too much. You don't want him to gain weight too fast. You know what I mean? I think just naturally grow 10 pounds a year ish, give or take a couple pounds. So about Castle's shoulder, I don't know. Are they saying he's out for the game? Everyone slept on Zach Collins. He's absolutely cooked. He's played well, except Prince Vic. He did look like Zach Collins in the previous game where he fouled out in 12 minutes. That's a Zach Collins I remember. But otherwise, he's played very well. Trey Jones has played much better. I like Devin, but being that inconsistent is just not going to work. I agree. Devin is extremely inconsistent. He's been extremely streaky this year. If you look at his stats, he had a great game. This is recently, in the last 10 games or 12 games. He had a great game, had a 9-game shooting slump, went off for 37, and then struggled in Saturday night's game. And then tonight he's been average. I don't think he's been good or bad. He's just kind of been mid. Yes, actually, yes, Jared. He was having some. I mean, he was having a. Wemby was having a lot of cardio issues, and I'm gonna guess now that was in relation to, the clot was probably not helping that. Team CP3 alumni: Wendell Carter Jr., Rob Dillingham. Okay, we haven't seen Dilly tonight. Former San Antonio Spur Rob Dillingham, who actually never played for us. There he is, actually right there. Here's Dilly. Spurs fan, that's a darn good question. Will Devin Vassell be on the Spurs team next year? I honestly don't know. I don't think we can have. We have a lot of Castle's in the game, by the way. He's not cooked. Castle's back in. We have a lot of guys that are 6'5", 6'6". Kelman, Castle, Vassell, Branham. We just have a lot of those players in that 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" range, and we're an undersized team because we drafted so many players that are that height. Oh my gosh. That free throw just went. Both good. We're down by double digits already. Come on, guys. Let's go. Somebody light a fire up under the buttocks. Castle, Kelman, and Sohan in from the bench. Castle and alley-oop attempt from Sohan. We're gonna have a foul in Minnesota. Oh, I actually call a goaltend on that. Offensive interference on Sohan. Castle with an alley-oop to Sohan, and it actually went in. Sean Elliott's saying it probably would have popped out, but Sohan tipped it, just a tip, but it's offensive interference. 90-79, 5 minutes to go. It went around that, like when you flush a toilet, sometimes the nugget just keeps going around and around and around the bowl like this indefinitely. That was the free throw there. That thing went around a lot. Four pause. Harrison Barnes is under contract next year. He'll be back. Anthony Edwards is getting really yippy yappity with the refs tonight. Went up, missed a shot, wanted a foul. Man, he's complained a lot to the refs a couple times tonight. He is going to the line for two. Yeah, Laurie Markin, and that contract's looking bad right now, isn't it? You know whose contract's looking really bad? Joel Embiid. The Sixers owe him like 55 to 60 million the next few years. The dude played 19 games this year, like 39 games last year. He cannot stay healthy, and they have a ton of money tied up in him. Ant hits both free throws. And I know Embiid's a former MVP, scoring champion. Dude can't stay healthy. Kellen Johnson in the paint throws up off the glass and good. J Money, what's going on? 11-point game, not an insurmountable lead. Ant with the ball, kicks it out. Reed for three. His form is so awful, but it works for him. Keldon with the rebound, and Keldon will bring it up for the Spurs. I just heard Jacob Toby say Keldon's one of the loudest players in the NBA. All right, well, I can't argue with that. And that's an and one for Steph. Gets fouled by Naz Reid, throws it up off the glass, in and one. Paul George is hooked. Yeah, that was, man, the Sixers are a mess. That's a good point, Vasco. They have a ton of money tied up in Paul George and Joel Embiid. They're in trouble. On the starting five documentary, you get to see just how much Ant-Man complains to the refs. I didn't know it was a ton for pods. I mean, I see the Timberwolves 4 times a year, but I'm seeing it tonight. I'm definitely noticing it tonight. Castle at the line for the and one. He missed it. Man, Steph, your free throw shooting lately's been off. I think he's in his head right now with shooting free throws. Ant with a nice crossover, flies in the paint, layup good. Back to 11. I think Sixers should just trust the process. Castle flies in the paint, and he's going to get fouled. No fear. He does need to work on his free throws road trip, his free throw shooting, and his 3-point percentage. I like to see both of those go up. And right now he's like what, 29% from three, 70-ish% from free throw. I like to see both the. I like to see 3-point percentage at least get up to a respectable 35 next season, and free throw up to 75. That's not asking a lot. About a 5% percentage boost on both. Castle's at the line for two, makes the first one. Castle really attacking a lot these days, and I don't know, is that the coaching saying, just let him go? I mean, he's been leading the team in shots on some nights off the bench. Already made them both. Now, I thought De'Aaron Fox would be that guy taking the most shot on the Spurs every night, but he hasn't. His injury certainly is affecting him. Ant for three, no good. Castle with a rebound, and Steph will bring it up for the Spurs. 94-85 Spurs are in the bonus. Kelvin thinks about a three, pulls it down, starts to drive, spins around, all sorts out of control, throws up garbage, no good. Spurs get the ball back. We got Vassell open for three. All right, 6-point game. We're hanging around, guys. Castle has that winner's gene. Steven, I agree. Yes, very much so. Hey, it comes from UConn. What do you expect? Naz Reid with the ball, starts to drive, gets into the paint. All sorts of out of control, but throws up a shot and makes it. Would I give Fox a max? No. No, I would not. Sorry, I wouldn't. KJ for three. No good. Sewing with the tip, and the tip to DiVincenzo. Feeding Dante up the court. Layup. Good. Tipping the rebound to the wrong team. I see you got my girl son. Yes, I do. She's back. That's forgiven. I don't think I would give Fox a max. Hopefully he'll. So One thing we have to factor in that you don't talk that we don't talk about a lot is it's not sports related, but it is related to contracts. Is let's say Fox was going to get 50 million in Sacramento. I'm hoping the Spurs can give him a little bit smaller contract. I'm just going to say like 45 as an example. Texas has no state income tax. California does, and I believe California has one of the highest tax rates in the country. Correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't they like I don't know, and I think it's going up too. It's high, whatever it is. So would you rather make 50 million a year and get taxed, 13%, or make 45 million and get no tax? The 45 million is going to end up to be more than the 50 in the long run. So I'm hoping he'll take a hometown discount a little bit because there's no tax in Texas. Fox has played less minutes than CP3. California's almost 15%. So yeah, that's a lot. Anthony Bustamante says the Wolves are just trying to make it interesting. Well, keep the game interesting. Damn it. Oh, I'm blocked. Rebounds again. Yep. Always, I'm always the rebounds. It's been like that for years. If Fox is truly about winning, he'll take a little pay cut so the team can build a contender. July 26th, yes. Tom Brady. How many times did he take a pay cut in New England? He could have easily commanded the biggest contract or one of the biggest contracts in the NFL based on his resume at quarterback, but he didn't. He's about winning. And he won a lot. He won 7 Super Bowls. 7. The next most by a player is 4. That is crazy. If you really think about it, put it in context, Tom Brady's won 7 Super Bowls. The next quarterback with the most, I believe, is Joe Montana and Terry Bradshaw at 4. That's almost double. And he was in 10 total. That's just absurd. I have not seen that Spurs fan. Brandon, Pat Mahomes is a great quarterback. People calling him Brady, I'm like, no, definitely not. Aaron Rodgers to the Vikings? Oh my gosh. A friend of mine, Scott, is a Vikings fan. He would not want that. A former Packer on the Vikings? Oof. Yeah, actually, yeah, Falcon, right. Brady has more than every team ever. Yeah, there you go. Right. The Steelers have 6. Brady by himself has more than every team ever. Individually. You're right. That's actually a good point. Not just the most as a quarterback, the most, period. More than entire franchises. I think you're right. The Steelers have 6. They have 4 from the 70s with Bradshaw and 2 with Big Ben. All right, Spurs ball, 98-88. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Spurs in the bonus. Sohan out to Champagny. Champagny's going to drive in the paint. Turn it over. Champagny not having a very good game offensively. Fast break. Ant throws it down hard. Turnovers lead to fast breaks. Jaron Fox is back in for the Spurs. Castle with the ball into attack mode. Gets it to Sohan. Sohan with the little jumper at the bucket. 190. Lippi, I've heard that Rodgers following in footsteps, like with who he's playing. Packers, then Jets, and then Vikings. That would be crazy. Naz Reid with the miss, Keldon with the rebound. All right, let's get it. Can we get it to five-ish going into the fourth quarter? Get to five-ish. Fox in the paint. Castle. Castle with an off-balance three. I can't believe Fox didn't shoot that. I don't like that shot by Castle, and I don't like that pass by Darren. I mean, being out there. Naz Reid for three. 13-point game. 103 to 90. I said get it to single digits. I said get it to 5, not get their lead bigger. Kelvin in the paint, turnover. Wow, we are falling apart at the end of this third quarter, guys. Nickeil Alexander-Walker for 3. Falling apart at the end. 4,200. What's going on? Fox to get 3 more. I hope he gets 3 more for you. I hope he gets 30 more the rest of the game. Castle drives in the paint, stops, pops. Good. Castle with 18 points tonight. The one big. We have other guys playing okay, but he's been one of the big bright spots tonight. It's not. It is not a good sign. This is not shade to Stephon Castle, but it's not good when your rookie off the bench is outscoring every starter almost on a regular basis now. That's a miss, and Champagne with the rebound. Shot clock is off. Spurs can hold for the last shot. Fox in the paint. Fox out of the paint. All right, Darren's just gonna dribble it out here. Fox takes off into the paint. Pull up. Good. We have a three down the other end, and Clark for three. 109.94. Dang it. Fudge is right. Does Castle have 20 now? I just heard Sean it. Castle has 20 points. He's leading the team in scoring again. Fox is right there with him, but down by 15. I said get it to five, not get it to a score with a five in it. Spurs still have a chance to win this, but my goodness, they are going to have one hell of a fourth quarter against this team. I was going to say, can we get 150 thumbs up? I don't think we're going to. Um, we're not going to get 250 thumbs up. Let's do for 125. I hope I don't sound negative. I'm looking at, I don't peek at the views a lot. This is actually going to be our lowest viewed stream of the year. This will be our first stream not to hit 3,000 views more than likely. That being said, we got quality over quantity, and I'm very thankful for the folks that are still hanging around with the team as things are they're not great right now for us as Spurs fans. The team is it's gonna get worse when De'Aaron Fox gets shut down, but I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna be live for every game the rest of the year. And one silver lining so far is we're seeing the emergence of Stephon Castle, which is a good thing. So that means we hit on that pick. And if he, probably gonna be rookie of the year. So to get back-to-back rookies of the year, and we still have a shot for a top four pick in this draft, it's gonna be a tough rest of the season. I'll be here for it. And for those of you that are still here for it, I thank you. And let's just try to find the positives, I guess. Time change messing with folks. Opinion Sports. So yeah, it's been rough. They, yeah, they've. I'm surprised we're not down by more. It feels like we should be down by a lot more, but we're down 15. Without Castle, yeah, he's been playing well, Snooty. Got to play some defense, David, and that's something this team has been. I mean, I don't remember the stats, but when Wemby was on the court and off the court when he was playing, I think we went from a top 10 defensive team to bottom five, or maybe I think maybe we were top five defensive team with Wemby on the court at one point, and when he left the court, we were bottom five. I tend to think right now these days we're more closer to that bottom five stat than that top five stat. Thank you, T-Gun. Appreciate it. Hit the like button, guys. You can do it. First for points, rebounds, and second for assists for the Spurs. Yep, yeah, and first time viewer. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Minnesota fans, I appreciate you being here. You guys are going to make the playoffs. Good luck to you. The Western Conference is stacked. I personally don't think you guys have the roster to go all the way, but I hope you prove me wrong. I have nothing against Timberwolves. That's a turnover, and Castle will lose it. That was a bad turn. Oh, Steph, that was ugly. He was already thinking about the fast break and never got control of the ball. Knocked it out of bounds. Had the whole floor in front of him. Just had to pick it up, dribble it, and take it in for a dunk. Jokic is playing crazy. So check this out. Let's see her talking to me, and she's like, Jokic had a triple double double, and I was like, is she trying to tell me he had a quadruple double? I had never heard the term triple double double before. I didn't really understand what she was trying to say. I didn't realize Jokic went for 30, 20, and 20, which was the first time that has happened in NBA history. What the hell are the refs doing? Why are they stopping the game? All right, I don't know. We have been bad on defense. Bart, what's going on? We have. The way Jokic is playing is all it should not. Yeah, Andrew. All they're talking about is the Lakers. I think it's hilarious. Charles Barkley called them out for it. They talk about the same teams all the time, and it's like, you know what? There's a lot of other good teams in the league. The Thunder are the best team in the Western Conference and a young team with draft capital. Oh, it was a shot clock issue. There's a miss and a putback by Rudy Gobert. We have a game tomorrow night. Mitch may wave the white flag earlier than later. But I agree with Charles. Like, there's so many teams doing good things. The Cavs, the Thunder, and it's just always Lakers, Warriors, Lakers, Warriors, Lakers, Bronny, LeBron, Bronny, LeBron. LeBron and Jordan GOAT talk for the millionth time between Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith. Calendar for three, no good. Rama with the putback, good. 4,200. Fox is, I think he is in the game. Hold on. There's one more player in the court I can't see. Darren Fox is in the game. Steven D with the $5 super chat. I'm grateful the Spurs have some solid talent to build around. Goes for me. Yes. It's going to be a rough rest of the year. And I hope I can do some giveaways for you guys. For March, I'm going to do a giveaway with every Spurs win. We do play the Mavericks. We should at least give away with one there. Trade Sony for Naz Reid of a suffering damage. When Joker sits, they are minus 20 on the floor. I agree with you guys. I mean, I'd like to see. Whatever. It is what it is. DiVincenzo for three. That's ESPN. And ESPN's going to live and die by covering the same teams of all time, and I don't think their ratings are doing well. And alley-oop to Castle, missed the oop, gets his own miss. The oop was a little off. Gets it to Kelvin. Kelvin can't hold on to the ball, but gets the loose ball back out to Fox. Fox back to Kelvin. Back to Fox. He's going to take a three. Where's your three-pointer, dude? Darren Fox for three. I forgot who it was asking for a three from Fox, but Fox just scored your three for your, I assume for your parlay or whatever thing. You got your parsley. Brian says he'll rant on the subject. It's been trash for years. ESPN because of the new. Oh, it used to be about sports and highlights, now it's just all trash take. Actually, you're right, Brian. I didn't even think about that. ESPN used to be Sports Center and games, and that was it. Just sports coverage all the time. Baseball tonight. I used to watch that back in the day. Now it's all, yeah, it's all the other crap. Like MTV. For those of you old enough in the chat, MTV used to be music only. That was it. Music videos 24/7. Those days are. Don't get me wrong, I like Beavis and Butthead, but at least Beavis and Butthead had music videos in it. Ball's going to go out of bounds. They're going to stay with Minnesota. 2.5 seconds on the shot clock, and the Spurs are going to try to do anything in this game. They're going to need a run now. How many go Spurs go to you? All right. DiVincenzo gets a shot blocked, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. Wait, PTI and around the horn are being canceled? Are they really, Brian? Pardon the interruption, around the horn are being canceled? Those have been on a long time. I did not know that. Castle with the ball at the elbow. Got Gobert on him. Gets it to Mamu. Mamu drives in the paint, kicks it out to Kelman. Kelman's going to drive baseline, takes it at Gobert. Jumper's good. You know, Kelman's been playing well tonight as well, as far as I can tell. I don't know how he's been doing on the defensive end of the floor. Turnover. Spurs ball. Dabbing into the paint. Layup. Oh, we've blown two fast breaks in this quarter. Oh, come on, guys. Timeout, Mitch. We have blown two fast breaks this quarter. Way to get the foul called, Rico. Here goes my man Vassell, baby. Two blown fast breaks for the Spurs this quarter. Let me have it. Yep, that's appropriate. Why Spurs? Why? The Wolves are shooting 50% from three right now. Andrew, all I can do is laugh. Well, there's no point in getting mad. Getting mad's not going to achieve anything. I, eh. I hate to say it, but I'm used to it. This is our April 5th, by the way. We won't have the game that night, but April 5th is the 6-year anniversary of TSR Sports. And the Spurs have only been a losing team, so I've seen it all. Losing wise, at least. I've seen every way to lose. The game's not over, but my goodness, it's not feeling good. By the way, TSR's second channel, we'll plug this real quick because I haven't plugged it all tonight, is called I Make Crap, and I want to put it in the chat. We're doing actually, we're starting to get pushed in the algorithm a little bit. I'm really excited about that channel because it's really a compilation of every channel I've ever done on YouTube that just didn't do well. And a lot of that was because, like back in the day when I was doing low budget independent films, I didn't really know how to make good thumbnails, titles, etc. And we have some videos that are getting a little push over there now. And I do have a new video coming up, not an older video, but making a new comic book video about the haul I got today, or sorry, yesterday. And from the people I went with, they were telling me I probably got the best haul out of everybody. So very excited to share that with you guys. What I picked up. No spoilers yet. Miss TSR is actually the one that found the two big books I got for only $3 each. And then we went to lunch afterwards and got to hang out with some cool people. So it was a really fun day yesterday. I'll have a video up on that this week, and I'm really having fun with the second channel. Having fun here too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm really tired of the Spurs losing. It's such a regular thing. It's been the only thing in this channel's existence. The Spurs losing and the Giants, aside from one anomaly of making the playoffs one year, have been a disaster as well. The Giants, dare I say, have been a bigger disaster than the Spurs because they have no direction right now. So my two favorite teams, the Spurs and Giants, and I do love the Giants equally with the Spurs. I just don't like covering football as much. Are both bad, and it'd be nice one year, one freaking year, to have somebody like be good. Because even when the Giants made the playoffs, they were like 10-7. They didn't exactly kill it. No, 9-7. They're 9-7-1 and barely over 500. I know Pop was out this year. I don't think he's coming back. I think he's come back to the front office opinion sports show. Ultimate, what's going on? Yeah, and we got 5 Spurs games this week, guys. 5 Spurs games. We play every night this week except for Tuesday and Thursday, and I will be here live for every game because I'm just stupid. I'll use a word like lupid. Castle with a long three, no good. He needs to take 1,000 threes a day in the offseason. Seriously, take 1,000 threes a day. 117, 101. DiVincenzo out to McDaniels. McDaniels going to drive now into the paint. Pull up fadeaway jumper. No good. Mamu with the rebound. They'll get it up to Fox. 18 on the shot clock as Fox resets the offense. Now gets a screen. Back to Mamu for three. Mamu in and out burger. You need the Spurs to cover. Plus, the Spurs need to lose by less than. I don't know. I don't bet, so I don't know. That's a missed three. Gobert with the putback. 119, 101. Biggest lead of the game. So he only has 3 rebounds. Well, go three. Jeez. Yeah, a lot of guys are playing bad tonight. Fox is playing well. Castle, Kelvin. I think Devin's playing okay too. Devin with the ball. Speaking of which, gets in the paint and turns it over. As soon as I say Devin's been playing well. Devin, you had to do that right then and there, huh? DiVincenzo fakes out Devin, misses a layup. He's gonna get fouled and go to the line for two. Cooper, what's up? This team is a well, Chris, I haven't heard that one. This team is a trash box. The hoe, are we tanking or just bad or both? It's both. Uh, I don't necessarily want to say we're tanking. I said this a lot last year. I think we're just losing because the roster is poorly constructed. We have no big men over like 6'9". Our starting lineup is too small. We're starting 2 point guards in our starting lineup that are 6 foot and 6'3" respectively. That there does make it feel like a little tank. Um, I think they made a promise to Chris Paul and they're sticking with it. And obviously, you're not going to bench De'Aaron Fox until he gets his surgery. Second free throw's no good. Castle's definitely not tanking. That kid's out there balling every night. Kelvin's been trying. I mean, there's been a few guys that maximum effort Deadpool style, but it's been rough to watch at times. Harrison Barnes gets in the paint, scores and one. Champagnie was playing so well, wasn't he, to start the season when he was a starter? But lately, he just Anthony next year. Next year, the Spurs will be in the playoffs. They gotta be. Right? Year number 7 of TSR Sports. That's the year the Spurs make the playoffs. Wemby year 3, Castle year 2. Fox will have the whole off season to work with the team. I know he's going to have his hand injury and surgery, but or finger, but he should be there at least. To be able to get acclimated to the team. We'll get 2 players in the draft likely. We need a big. Oh my gosh, do we need some size on this team? We need some girth. Alley to Gobert, he throws it down because we have no rim protection. Yes, I believe in year 7. Year 7. Oh. Offensive foul on Harrison Barnes, moving screen. Champagne's 0 for 4 in the last game, 0 for 2. With our rookies and KD. I don't think KD's coming here. If KD's coming here, I'm only trading a $100 HEB gift card. That's it. And Malachi Branham. Julius Randle pull up J, no good. Chris Paul with the rebound. CP3, Kelvin, Harrison, Castle, and Devin. Oh gosh, it's center Barnes. It's worse than center Sohan. Kelvin just lost his dribble. We're going center Harrison Barnes. Gobert with an easy bucket at the rim. Center Barnes. Yes, please hit the thumbs up for me because my head's about to explode scanner style. Castle falls down on the jump shot, wanted a foul, not going to get it. Down by 20, biggest lead of the game. And a foul on the Spurs. Michael, I was just saying this maybe 10 minutes ago. When Wemby was in the game and not in the game, when he was healthy, 2 completely different teams. Around a top 5 defensive team when Wemby was in, bottom of the league when he was out. 2 free throws coming up for Minnesota to extend their lead even more. And at what the Spurs playing tomorrow night? What point does Mitch wave the white flag and bring in Malachi Branham, Blake Wesley, Jordan McLaughlin, whoever the else is on the bench? I didn't expect to win tonight, but I did not want to see this. I did not want to see this again, getting blown out. And this is my worry for the rest of the year, is this starts happening more in the regular, especially when they shut Darren Fox down. And it's not if they shut Darren Fox down, it's when. Kelvin in the paint, misses a shot, fouled going to the line for 2. Here's my line of the Nuggets. Imagine Nuggets if Jokic was done for yeah. Steven, it's I'll be here for the rest of the year. We have 20 more games left, I believe, after this. I will be live for every single one of them. Miss TSR will be here for most of the games this week after tonight. She won't be here tomorrow, but I think she's here for the final 3. And you know what? Now I'm Spurs fan. For the best of times or worst of times, Kelvin missed the first free throw. This is definitely the worst of times right now. How about them Rams? Congratulations, Brian. Steven turned the game off. Not me. Not yet. You're not the first person that said that opinion sports show. Why the crowd is loud for these Kelvin free throws? Why are they hating on the Johnson? What's with the booing? What is going on? Like, the announcers are talking about it too. That was the loudest the crowd has been all night when Kelvin was taking 2 free throws. This game's over, guys. If you're gonna head out, please hit the thumbs up on the way out. I'll stay. I don't know. I'll stay for a while. This is frustrating. Ball's gonna go out of bounds, and Mitch has got to wave the white flag at some point here. We have a game tomorrow night. I would definitely get Castle out with his shoulder that get dinged up earlier. Because Kelvin destroys the Wolves. He averages. Oh, does he? JMO, yes. It's a hit in each nut. Because you get the one shot of the Spurs fan, but as a Spurs content creator, yes, it's tough because you go from when the Spurs were winning earlier, we had a lot of streams that cracked 1,000 viewers, and I feed off your energy. Like Hulk Hogan, I know a lot of people don't like him anymore, but I feed off like the TSR maniacs. When you guys are excited about the Spurs in the chat and everybody's yelling "Go Spurs, go!" That's a lot of fun. It's a little less fun when you have 10% of that crowd and people are like, "We suck, I'm leaving. I shut the game off." And I get why you are. I get why you are, but it sucks to be back in that mode because we were in that the last 2 years with the 22 and 60s, and this season now feels lost again. I hope, I really hope we get a top four pick so it was all worth it when it was sent in at me. It's not likely, but fingers crossed. Oh, Wilson, I appreciate it. There's the diehards that come in no matter what. I'm obviously a diehard. There's still time to win the game. I mean, yeah, there is, but I don't have a lot of faith in us coming back from 24 down with 5.5 minutes to go. I hope they prove me wrong. It's not likely. Next year should be a lot better. The Spurs want to make the 10th seed. They would have to win the next four. Yeah, gee, I mean, we are playing the Mavericks. The Mavericks are. I can't believe what's happened to them in a month. Trading Luka Doncic, then Davis gets hurt, and then Kyrie Irving's out for the year. I mean, they have. What a disaster. Opinion Sports Show, a lot. I mean, if we get a top four pick, that's obviously going to help. Mitch Johnson's not the answer as head coach, clearly. We have to plan for Pop's replacement, whether it's this season or after this season. I honestly, I know I've been saying I'm not sure Pop will be back. I have a feeling Pop being, the stubborn Pop he is, and I mean that as a compliment, because probably a lot of people are down he can come back. I think he's going to try to come back for one more year. That's what I see happening. And then he'll move to a role in the front. I mean, he'll move to a role only in the front office. But I have a feeling because he's probably seeing, reports or just, he's probably seeing people say, he can't come back from this. He can't come back. And if I was him, I'd be like, the more I hear can't come back from this, the more I would want to come back. I'd be like, you don't think I can do this? You're thinking I can't do it because of my age? I'm going to show you all I can do this. So I think he might actually be back next season the more I think about it, just to prove people that he can do it, to prove to himself that he can do it. There's also that pride, that drive that says, no, I can do this. But they do have to plan for a future without Pop as a coach. Wesley with a bucket, and it is garbage time, guys. The Spurs have emptied the bench. Mamu, Biombo, Champagny, McLaughlin, and Wesley. We actually have a little size out there. We have three guys that are like 6'8", 6'9". But we waved the flag. Yeah, Atlanta needs to suck. Alex, I'd like to think so too. Spurs are hard-headed. They refuse to play. I don't understand why they don't play Mama Valley, LJ. I really don't. That's yeah, nothing to prove, Bobby, but I just, I'm just putting myself in his position where, you know, everybody's probably betting against you to come back because of your age and the medical thing that happened to you. And I think he's going to want to prove people wrong and prove it to himself he can do it one more year. I think I'm just throwing this out there. I would think that he'd want to retire from coaching with a winning season, which I think he might come back for one more year. Biombo with a huge thunder dunk. All right, Bismack, you get those garbage time points, buddy. Michael, yeah, I think next year might be the retirement tour. No, the flick, Anthony Edwards is done. It's a blowout. Well, Jaden McDaniel was still in there for whatever. So it's Julius Randle. Wait, why did the Timberwolves still have starters in there? By 20 with 4.5 minutes to go. Ant is not in there. Mamo to the paint. Layup good. Here's the comeback, guys. Timeout, Minnesota. You're not alone, Area 51. A lot of people think that top system is outdated. I mean, he's been coaching the league almost 30 years. 30 years. As a head coach, he's been coaching longer, isn't but as a head coach, almost 30 years. Is Randall going for a triple double? Is that easy? What's going on? Thiago Splitter is coach. Really? Right. That is not a name I've heard for Pop's replacement. By the way, if you guys are heading out, or if you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, please do so. It does still help the channel. It's going to be a rough rest of the season for me and the rest of you guys, but we'll make it through it together. And we got a glimpse of what things can be this year. We got out to the 18-16 start, which I know it's only 2 games over 500, but we had a glimpse of what they might be able to do in the future. We're not going to have Chris Paul as our starting point guard next year. That'll be Darren Fox. Stephon Castle is looking legit. He's got to work on some things in his game, but again, this is a worse version we're going to see of him. He's only going to get better, and we'll see what happens in the offseason via trades, picks. I think we got to draft a big. Or bring in a free agent big. I know Miles Turner will probably be available. Naz Reid might be available. We need to bring some size to this team. We desperately need size for when Wemby's not on the floor. Yes, Michael. 18 and 16 would absolutely get them in the play-in. Yes. Thank you, T-Gun. Old man, what's going on? I'm a lot like you. I don't know. Good evening, old man. Daniel Castle got hurt, but he did play in the second half. At the end of the first half, he fell on his, or actually, he ran into DiVincenzo, the shoulder to shoulder, grabbed his shoulder, was down on the ground for a bit, but he popped back up. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a scratch for tomorrow, though. We do have 5 games this week. 131, 111. I'll probably check out here around the 2 minute mark. Mark McLaughlin, what a deuce. Uh, Brandon, actually, I think what he might do now that you mention it, I think they're both going to be kind of hybrid and take turns running the offense. I think they're both going to be more like 1.5 combo guards. Fox is not a true point guard. He's more of a scoring point guard, and I see Castle being kind of similar to that. McLaughlin for three. Wait a minute. Don't call it a comeback. We only down by 15. Yes, we are. Well, I don't know about 2 lottery picks, Medicare. That depends on Atlanta, but at least 1 lottery pick. Like Wesley into the paint. Gets it out to Champagny. Champagny for three. No good. Man, Champagny's just. Uh, it's a blowout. The flick. Anthony Edwards is probably done for the night. The Spurs are done. The Spurs were down by 20. It's a 15-point game now, but DiVincenzo for three. Yeah. Anthony Edwards is not coming back in. He's done. Right, Alex? 2 consecutive rookie of the years? Takashiba, what's up? Yeah, Champagne's fallen off a lot lately. Gio, yeah, not looking his best out there. And we play tomorrow night. Who do we play tomorrow night, by the way? Anybody know? Biombo with the jumper in the paint. And another stoppage. We did draft a great player for with Castle. JC, Chris Paul's done for the night. Spurs have all their deep bench in. Garbage time. We play Dallas tomorrow. That's a winnable game. Oh, not it's definitely not the Lakers tomorrow night. The Lakers are the 17th. Dallas Monday and Wednesday. Guys, we can win one of those. We could possibly win both of those. We're gonna get a win. Thank you, Area 51. The Mavs are beat up. Who's the best player in the Mavs right now that's healthy? I honestly don't even know. Not Anthony Edwards, I'm thinking of this game. Anthony Davis is out. Kyrie Irving's out for the year. Derek Favors, Derek Lively, like all their bigs are out. That's when I'm Kokoshiba. I did see that Fox is contemplating surgery on the 17th, which would shut him down for the year. Anthony is a franchise player. You just don't like him. Are we talking about Anthony Edwards here or Anthony Davis? Anthony Davis is not healthy. Like who's healthy in Dallas right now? The Brian Windhorst report. Laura, haven't read it. Max Christine. Oh, Clay's there. That's right. Thank you. I forgot Clay Thompson was with the Mavericks. Yeah, it's probably Clay. Clay Thompson. Good call. I wonder if Clay's gonna want to stay there with the team just falling apart. No opinion, but we should win one of those. We should definitely win one of those. I'll probably check out here shortly, guys. Rob Dillingham's in the game. Dilly sighting. Spencer Dinwiddie, that's right. Shaq is not playing tonight, Fluffy. I don't even know who a lot of these guys are for the Timberwolves right now. I know Dilly, number 4. Showing up. That's right. We got some Dilly. Clay's gonna rain threes on us? Probably. Gosh, I would be so upset if I was a Mavericks fan. Dilly Dilly in the house. We got 250 thumbs up. Thank you guys. And actually, we did break 3,000 views as well, so I appreciate that. I didn't think this would be. I thought this would be the first stream not to crack 3,000. I know it's not all about numbers, but I do want the channel to do well. I want the Spurs to do well first and foremost, but you still want the channel to do well. Actually, Spurs fan, I kind of feel sorry for him too. Riley Minix is out for the season. Biombo with the jumper in the paint. Good. Bismack Biombo scoring a bunch in garbage time. All right, that's a 2-minute warning, guys. This game is over. Bench players are in for both teams, so no starters, guys. The starters are done. It's a 16 point. I'm sorry, I missed a point. 16-point game. Man, we can't rebound. Even our garbage time can't rebound. We'll be live for every game this week, by the way, Spurs fans. Kyrie, the game's over. It's garbage time. All the starters are out. Game's done. We're just hanging around because Champagne gets blocked. He's been struggling. I'll be back tomorrow night for the Mavericks. We'll be live for the Wednesday night game. We'll be live for the Friday night game. We'll be live for the Saturday night game. And maybe we'll give away something once or twice this week. Maybe this person get a win or two. We'll see. I hope so. And I appreciate y'all being here. This was a tough game to watch. Again, you guys helped me get through it, and I appreciate you. So on behalf of myself, Biombo with another bucket. Garbage time Biombo, huh? On behalf of myself, Baby Odie, Lil Mikey, Headband Grogu, and Selena. What you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Spurs go.